All right, hi everyone. Welcome to our PL100 research proposal video project. I'm Cadet Karthik Kadapalli.
I'm Cadet Ethan Plutz.
I'm Cadet John Stimson.
And I'm Cadet Hannah Tabaji. We're in Section D1, Major Jones's class.
My name is Cadet Alpati. I'm from B3, class of 2028. In my multiple interactions I've had with the BTO, I get very stressed and my heartbeat definitely raises, and I think about a lot of what I'm going to say because I need to be very careful about my words, and so it does make me anxious.
So I'm sure many of you have been in the situation where you're standing in formation, minding your own business, and the BTO walks up to you and just has a normal conversation with you. And after this interaction, you realize that your heart is racing 100 miles an hour. And this leads us into our research question.
So our research question is, does the BTO's presence induce anxiety in cadets? Our null hypothesis is that there's no correlation between the BTO's presence and anxiety in cadets. Our alternative hypothesis is that the BTO's presence induces anxiety in cadets.
So, in terms of our operational definitions, we defined anxiety as a heart rate above 100 beats per minute. This is because Mayo Clinic defines the average adult resting heart rate as to be between 60 and 100 beats per minute. In terms of BTO's presence, we decided that an encounter during lunch formation between the BTO, Colonel Klepper, and a cadet would be the best way to define this.
Regarding our research design, a random sampling of cadets will be chosen by a random number generator that chooses numbers within the range of current cadets' C numbers. The cadets with that C number will be reached out to and then randomly assigned into either the control or experimental group via a coin toss. 150 cadets will be chosen through this method, excluding those who opt out of the study. Members of each group, one experimental group and one control group, split between the middle of the 150 cadets, will each receive a wrist heart rate monitor and will not be told what it is measuring exactly, only to keep it on for the duration of 1 working week. For the experimental group, we will work with the BTO to approach them during lunch formation. Each member of the experimental group will be approached once during the week. We will choose who is being interacted with by picking each cadet randomly. The control group will wear the heart rate monitor throughout the day and will interact with the colonel during lunch formation at a random day of the week. We must account that confounding variables may exist, such as the time of day of the week, area of interaction, etc. Therefore, we will keep all factors constant when completing the experiment and will conduct it in different weather conditions across different regiments to see if the results change depending on the external variables. Furthermore, because the control group is interacting with a different random kernel, this will hopefully help us eliminate the confounding variable that is the kernel rank, and help us specifically focus on the fact that it's the BTO that a cadet is talking to.
In terms of variables, our independent variable will be the BTO's presence, which we defined as Colonel Klepper interacting with a cadet during lunch formation. For a dependent variable, the anxiety level, we said that any heart rate above 100 beats per minute, which is as defined by the Mayo Clinic, above the average resting heart rate for adults, demonstrates anxiety.
As for the ethical concerns of this experiment, if the BTO really does induce stress levels, we do not want to adversely impact the cadets' performance throughout the rest of the day. Therefore, the BTO will not be giving out any punishments or NCORs, and the cadets will be told after the interaction that it was planned and artificial as to not inhibit their performance later on.
Another concern regards the sharing of cadet heart rate health information, and as such we'll have them sign a consent form that will be able to get their consent to take their heart rate information for the study.
And this concludes our research project proposal video.
Thanks
for watching.
That's great.